Alright, this is an overview of the QSC KW153. This is it right here. It's pretty tall. It's kind of heavy, less than 100 pounds though. It's got a high frequency driver, a mid-range driver, and a low frequency driver. And it actually goes down to 37 hertz, I believe. 37 hertz. I've used it with and without the KW118 subs. They sound fine without it, but the subs really allow the tops to shine if you have them. They're passed at 100 hertz. They're crossed over at 100 hertz. I'm going to take it out of the cover. It just slips right over the top like that. You've got your IEC power cable inside the cover. There's the high frequency driver right there. It's got a 1.5 or 1 3/4 inch exit. There's a 6-inch, and there's the 15 for your lows. So it's a 3-way speaker. It's got two 1,000. It's got one 1,000 watt power pack in it, amplifier, and that is split between the 3 speakers. So that the mids and highs share 500 watts, and the 15 low frequency gets 500 watts all to itself. It's a really good speaker for multi-purpose. And on the back, it's got a little switch so that you can make the vocals stand out more. It's vocal boost. I've used that before, but it's not necessary to use it. I really didn't like it. But if you don't have any type of EQ at front of house, maybe it's better than nothing. A close-up of the power amp here. You've got your extension sub, normal and deep. Those are your settings. Deep is kind of like just accentuates the low frequency. And then you got normal, flat, and then you got extension sub for when you put it on top of your KW118s. Beside that's the vocal boost switch. You keep it on flat. And you can choose your gain setting here, mic line gain, 0, 12, 24, 36. And you've got gain settings for your channels on your little mixer here. There's 2 inputs and 2 outputs, and 1 line out that actually is a mix of both inputs. So you've got your gain settings to send to your mix out right there on the bottom. Those are the 2 inputs, those are your 2 outs, and that's your mixed out right there. You've also got RCA, and on the bottom is your IEC cable. They turned out better than using 15s alone. It allowed the keys and the vocals to coexist better, I guess, in the room. So I like them. I've had them for a number of months, not too long, but I like them so far. They're definitely really tricky to handle. That's the one drawback that I can mention. Loading them in and out of the van is tricky because the center of gravity is kind of low. The center of gravity is really low, actually. So just have to be careful when you're moving these. And there's a threaded pole that you can use to mount a pole from the subs to the tops, which gives these a good amount of height off the ground. Sorry about that. And it actually provides a pretty stable platform for it. It's not really tipping over or anything, so it's pretty nice. We'll check out the handles over here. Rubberized handles, metal insert on the inside. Alright. We'll go on to the QSC KW118s next. This is the overview of the QSC KW118. It covers really durable, and these speakers do come with casters on the bottom. Similar to the 153 that sits on top. It's got two inputs. Well, first let me go through the modes. It's got normal and deep, flat, and a deep mode that accentuates the low frequencies. It goes down to 34 hertz, and the max output of these, I believe, is 138. I think it's 138 dB. I could be a few decibels high. Maybe it's 134. That sounds crazy. Maybe it's 134. I'll have to look that up. But they do go down to 34 hertz. These are the two inputs right here and the two outputs. And there's your gain setting, and your IEC cable goes in right there. These are 1000 watts, the power amp on the back. Not much to say about these. They hit pretty hard. They sound pretty decent relative to the other subs on the market. And you know, they're easier to move around than the other powered subs that I had. But in the end, they're powered subs. They're heavy. They're almost 100 pounds, and any powered subs you get are going to be heavy. And the handles over here. Alright, QSC KW118 subwoofer.